Ready?
Yeah.
You look ready.
And I feel ready. It's Tuesday. I'm back. Vacation is over. Happy to be here. Happy to talk all things DC Comics and look at what's coming out this week, what to be excited about, what to be cautious about, and just to hang out and chit chat with everybody. Are y'all ready? I'm ready. Let's go. Always got to give some love to Big Time Collectibles. Huge shout out and thank you to them. Be sure to check them out on their website, the social medias. It's still convention season, so they're still slinging a lot of heat these days. You don't want to miss out on that. And if you need anything cleaned or pressed, you know, Justin's got you covered. You can find him over on the old Instagram. He's linked in the description. If you don't have Instagram, feel free to reach out to me and I can get you a different contact point for him. Does a fantastic job. And as always, a huge thank you to ABX Comics and Games. That's my local comic shop where I pick up all the books you'll see featured on today's list and all my weekly stuff. They have a fantastic Facebook group, talk comics, tabletop gaming, the role-playing stuff, the miniatures, all that good stuff. Check out the descriptions. All right, let's check out the chat. Let's see if any people have made it to the chat yet. I'm excited to see some people, some familiar faces. Las Crucias, 1971. What is going on, homie? Hope you're doing good today. Yeah, hooray, hooray, hooray. Lisa, hello to you. Hope you're doing well. Brother John's Comics, hello, hello. What is going on? J-Med, hello to you. We are, in fact, Legion. Got to rush to my LCS and snatch up as many Jang covers as I can get my hands on. Yes, it's a fantastic week for not just DC, but for John Jang fans. It was a phenomenal week to be those two things, and we're going to be talking about that here in just a little bit as well. The legendary Austin LeMay, what is going on? Hello to you. Hello, hello. David, what is going on? Thank you so much. Yeah, it was a fantastic trip. 10 days in paradise, 10 days on the Georgia coast. It's always an amazing time. I can't say how much I enjoy being there. Absolutely miss it as soon as I get back and have to wait an entire another year till we get to go again. But yeah, it was good to get away, to be able to step away from work and to not have to worry about my phone ringing and just always on the go. So it was nice. We were on the go the whole time we were there, but it's just different. It just hits different when you're out of your, your area code. And it's just, I don't know. They invented vacations for a reason, and I fully lean into it. I have comic issues. What is going on? What's up? What's up? What is going on, Marty? How are you doing today? Gary Woods, how's it going? Hey, I'm doing good. Hope you're doing good as well. Couching and Slouching with C. Bizzle is in the building. Good afternoon, comic peeps. Hope you're doing good as well, Bryant. Good to see you in here. Yeah, I had the stream set for tomorrow until I realized it about 3 minutes before the stream. So I doubt many notifications went off like they typically would for this stream. So be sure to hit that thumbs up. Helps push it through the algorithm, share it out, all that good stuff. And we'll get ready to get into all this stuff. But I hope everyone else had a fantastic week off. At least I know I did. But we're back cooking as usual. And go ahead and show you what's going to be featured in today's giveaway. Got some awesome bangers right here. We've got this week's issue of Green Arrow. We have a fantastic variant by John Jang. And I got to tell you, obviously I've seen all these in person. And that's issue number 14. And that cover, like I saw the solicitation for it way back when it was first coming out. And it looked awesome. It looked really awesome. But I got to tell you, in hand, it looks like a glow-in-the-dark cover that doesn't stop glowing, even in broad daylight. The colors on it are insane. The perspective is wicked. He absolutely knocked that out of the park. So we've got that, as well as this week's issue of Task Force 7. That'll be issue number 2. And that one will be focusing on Depth Charge is the name of the Amazo that is front and center in that one. So because it's focused on Atlantis, we got a beautiful Aquaman cover and another one by the legendary John Jang. I love the concept on this one with him kind of breaching out of the water, kind of playing into the Man of Two Worlds. Visually awesome, just absolutely wicked cover. And then one that I wasn't necessarily planning on having for a giveaway, but I had to right there front and center in the middle is Nick Robles' variant for Nice House by the Sea, issue number 1, written by James Tynion. Most notably, the letters are done by a community member and friend of the channel, Justin Birch. You can come find him on usually every Friday morning on this stream. But this was exciting to get that book back. Nice House by the Lake was fantastic. I really enjoyed it. and I was excited to see that they were doing a follow-up sequel to it, and it does not disappoint. So we got that one that'll be going to a new home today as well. So all 3 of those books will be going to one lucky winner, and after we draw the name of the winner, we'll start getting all the extra little bells and whistles and cool stuff to go in there with it. Marvin Wynn, what is going on, homie? How are you doing today? The writer of The Edge. Be sure to follow Marvin and check out his creator-owned project that he has going. Fantastic stuff there. I'm glad you had a great vacay, but that is the drawback from vacay. You come back and not know what day it is anymore. Yeah, I came back hitting the ground running. I came back, unpacked, we loaded back up in the car and went and picked up the dogs, picked up dinner, got everything settled at the house, and I immediately went to my comic shop and grabbed my books from that week and everything. And luckily, the ABX is like right outside my neighborhood. Their new location that they're in is right by my house, so it works out. It works out. What is going on, Phil? Good to see you in here. But going back to work yesterday was a chore. That definitely was a chore. House by the Sea is going to be amazing. Yes, I fully believe it will be. Love that Flash. What Flash? Love the Flash. Oh, the new Flash series coming out. Yeah, we got a new issue of that today as well. We sure did. And we'll be covering that. So I guess let's go and jump into some of the lists here. Only got 12 people in here. That week off really throws it off. Let me pull this up. So I still have some of these overlays in here from when I did the top picks video. So it'll make it easier to go through some of these before we dive into the screen share and look at League of Comic Geeks. But this week, right off the bat, Rom V's Detective Comics is continuing. As we go, make sure you drop a comment. Let me know if you're picking these titles up, if you've been reading them and all that good stuff. But I've been loving Detective Comics. This is going to be issue number 1087, and Rom V has done a tremendous job of doing this grand scale ongoing saga. And we're getting toward the end of his run. We got the solicitations for October, where we're getting into the all-in era for DC Comics, and they'll be starting their Absolute line. We can talk that stuff as well. But Ron V is going to be stepping off Detective Comics at that point. And Tom Taylor, who has a lot of praise for writing Nightwing. He's currently on Titans. He did Dark Knights of Steel. He did the Injustice stuff. He worked on Earth 2 back in the New 52 days. Just a very highly praised writer. Will be stepping into Detective Comics, which has me a little worried. I prefer most of his Elseworld stuff over his ongoing stuff, but we still have to get through Rom V stuff. And as you can tell from the cover, Gotham is on fire. So the good guys are making their assault on Gotham, trying to take it back. And that's where we're at in this epic story. We pretty much gathered Batman's rogues to work with him to take the fight to the Orgum. So that's where this issue will be picking up with that onslaught. So I'm excited because the cast of characters in this, you got Nightwing, you've got Batgirl, you've got Catwoman, you got Mr. Freeze, Two-Face. Most exciting for me is Azrael donning the Nightfall suit. So we'll see how it all plays out. It should be action-packed, high octane from here on out. So we'll definitely see where it's going. Yeah, that is definitely a great cover. I'm loving it. I'm hoping that the Flash book gets better. Well, we're way into that series. We're 11 issues into Flash, and it hasn't yet. So I'm hoping we just get a new writer soon. But again, we can get into that later. We can get into that when we get to the Flash, I guess. Watch the video where you guys went to the bookstore. Looks like the wifey got lots of romance books. She doesn't read romance books, but that was so she went to the bookstore 3 times while we were there. I just got the one little haul from there. Well, my wife got like a stack. She likes like the fantasy series and stuff like that. Maybe like not quite as intense Game of Thrones style stuff, you know. But she reads an awful lot, which is a great thing. Like the cover of Batman looking over burning Gotham City. Yeah, it seems like be par for the course for that poor fellow. What is going on, Vogs? Hope you're doing good today. The adventurous one has entered the building. Hello, Joseph. Yeah, it's still the same. Yeah, it's still the same writer. We're still going strong in the worst way possible. I'm willing to give Detective Comics by Tom Taylor. Oh yeah, I'm going to give it a forever chance. I'm not dropping Detective Comics. I'm not breaking my run up. You know, good writers come and go. Mediocre writers come and go. This is what it is with some titles. You know, I think The Flash is terrible right now. I'm not dropping it. I think Titans is boring right now. I'm not dropping it. I'm gonna continue to say I want to drop it and never actually drop it. But this run has been excellent. I cannot wait Cannot wait to see how the finale plays out. I think it's going to get even more epic. I think Detective has always been such a strong Batman title because it doesn't get burdened by like the big events or by the gimmicks. Like Tynan's run on Batman, he wanted to introduce the designer, he wanted to introduce Punchline, he wanted to introduce Miracle Molly, he wanted to do the Joker War, he wanted to do Fear itself, and then you have like the actual big continuity stuff that affects it. So Detective kind of just gets to be a consistently enjoyable Batman story. Whether it's the best book on the shelf, definitely usually not. Can be debatable at times, but it's never a bad book on the shelf, which is always great. Always great. What is going on? We got my homie in here at work and can't stay, but have a great day, pimps and legends. Legion, Legion, Legion. Hashtag Weird Legion. There it is. I'm happy that Superman is going to have Dan Moore drawing it later this year. Absolutely. Dan Moore is always a win. Dan Moore has been drawing Superman for a couple of years now with working with Mark Waid on World's Finest. Dan Moore is kind of like a modern day go-to guy when it comes to drawing superheroes for me, but I love the lineup that we have coming up for Superman with Dan Moore on that bad boy. And they confirmed who Lois is going to be at this point, but he's stepping in with Joshua Williamson. We had Jamal Campbell with Joshua Williamson, which was phenomenal, like perfect artist for that series. And then we didn't have Jamal, but then he came back last week for that issue. I don't know if he's going to be staying on the title through Absolute Power tie-ins or not, but I hope he does. I really, really enjoy his art. I think it's perfect for Superman. It gives me like a modern style version of the animated series from the 90s. But yeah, they confirmed also who the Superwoman character is, which I guess not a big deal, especially after the events of the most recent issue of Superman. But solicitations can hold a little bit of spoilers in them. It's unfortunate. Dope Comics. What is going on, homie? Hope you're doing good. Good to see you in here. Smash that like button, folks. Yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate all the battling against the YouTube algorithm we can get. So let's see. Let's switch over here. Which one's next on the hit list here? Nice House by the Sea, which this is pretty much an independent book written under DC Comics Black Label. If I remember correctly, when Nice House by the Lake came out, it was kind of a big deal in the sense that DC offered Tynan creative rights to this, like partial creative rights, which is unheard of with Marvel and DC. But because of how huge he was when Nice House by the Lake first started, they didn't want to lose him. And he really wanted this story because this story can easily be printed under any publisher. It's not limited by DC Comics at all. I'm going to be doing a Batman live stream with a few other YouTubers showing comics and stuff. Nice. Very cool. Very cool. There's definitely plenty of Batman comics out there to show off. So with Nice House by the Lake, it was a 12-issue maxi series. It did have a mid-series break. I can't remember why they did it. If it was for the artist to catch up, if they were trying to time it out. But it wasn't the only series they were doing that with. They did it with Dark Knights of Steel. They did it with Human Target. It was just unnecessary. It kind of takes the piss out of a story. It kind of takes the momentum away. And with Nice House by the Lake, it was fantastic. It was well crafted, very meticulous details put into it. I think it was the best crafted Tynan book outside of Department of Truth. That was by far his best crafted book that he put together. You can tell how much time and energy would have to go into it. So I was excited to see Nice House by the Sea coming back because I enjoy those meaty reads. They're real heavy that you have to take time in. You have to really pay attention to how, not just what the characters are saying, but how they're saying them and who they're saying them to, and kind of read the room and the situation and try to find clues because they're in there. There's a lot to it that you can really pull out of it from reading it a second time, or when you get to discuss it with other people and get their perspective on it. And I really enjoy that. And that's what this book is. It's a post-apocalyptic scenario book. And in the first one we saw where this character called Walter hand selected these people, made friends with people, then brought them into this house so that they could survive the end of the world. He turned out to be what was later a spoiler. It was an extraterrestrial or extra dimensional entity with an unknown limit of abilities, whether it be from whatever reason, just science we don't understand or whatever. And he was trying to preserve this house, almost like an ark in these people to survive the end of the world. Well, it turns out with this one, Walter's not the only entity. There's another one that had his own house, which is pretty much like an ark for survival. And he was trying to go about it a different way. He wanted to fill his house completely different than the method Walter did and see what works better. And that's what it's about. So I really suggest checking it out, reading it. I do think you're going to have to read Nice House on the Lake first. I don't think it. You do. You just have to. It isn't like you can do this is a jump on point. It's not. It's a direct continuation and happens at the same time in some sense of it. But I'm really excited to see where they go with this, what they do with it. After I checked it out, it has me wanting to go back and read Nice House on the Lake just to get a refresher, at least maybe the last 3 issues of it specifically. But it's getting let's see, is this Nice House connected to Nice House by the Lake? That would be a spoiler. So I don't really want to talk beyond the solicitations. You can DM me on Instagram and I would tell you, but I will say like no more than like you have to read Nice House on the Lake. If you didn't read it, you have to read it first. And if you did read it, I really recommend at least reading the last 2 or 3 issues before checking this out. Yeah, I was too, and it didn't disappoint. Did not disappoint. Happy DC Day to you too, Kyle. Hope you're doing good today. It's a good week to be a comic fan, that's for sure, with the new books, new movies coming. I hope I see you at Madness again, C Bizzle, but we keep missing each other. He's going to be there tomorrow. I'm going to be there tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Can't lose with James Tynan. He's not my favorite. He's definitely not a bad writer. Like I dropped what is it? House of Slaughter. Didn't really care for it. Something's Killing the Children. I read through a few trades, and it wasn't really the writing. The writing's perfectly fine. It just doesn't necessarily interest me that much, and I just do not care for the art. And it's not just the art; it's the panel-to-panel work. That kind of stuff just bothers me. Like I wish that like there's times when you want to do like wild panel to panel work, you need to at least put a little arrow because you got to like break your reading flow to hunt down the next panel. And that's just me. That's my own nitpick. I think it's probably a perfectly fine book. Clearly, its popularity shows that it's doing just fine. And there was a book in the solicitation I was looking at that has Werther coming over to DC. Oh, was it Green Lantern Dark? Yes. So Tate Bromball, who works on House of Slaughter, will be working on Green Lantern Dark, as well as Werther however you say his last name. He'll be working on the Green Lantern Dark stuff as well. So we're returning to the Tangent universe with the creative team that's heavily working on the Erica Slaughter universe. Pretty sure you answered my question. All right, thank you. I appreciate it. Try not to do spoilers here, man. What is going on, Eddie Rodriguez? Hope you're doing good today. Yeah, this was a good looking solicitation for October out there, guys. Those are free at comic shops, by the way. Pretty sure they're free. I don't see a price tag on them. Yeah, they're free. Free 99. All right, let's see what's coming up next on here. Okay, here we go. We're getting into the absolute power stuff now. I'm going to start with the high water mark, and we'll work our way down. So this week we get 3 installments into the absolute power event. And it's going to kick that off with a high water mark is definitely this one. Task Force 7, Absolute Power. Task Force 7, Depth Charge Descend. So Task Force 7 is the first tie-in miniseries that they introduced during the Absolute Power event. It's going to focus on a different one of Amanda Waller's Amazos in each issue. You know, they've kind of themed these after different heroes and stuff like that. And so they want to give us some time to get to see these characters, show us why they're dangerous, to show us how are they so successful pulling off that blitzkrieg that they did in Absolute Power issue 1. And so issue 1 of this, we focused on the Amazo called Rising Sun, which is the Superman themed one, which is a great name, right? And then previously in all the other stuff we've seen so far through Absolute Power number 1, the Superman tie-in last week, as well as the Wonder Woman, we saw the Wonder Woman Amazo, which has the name Paradise Lost. So the Aquaman one having the name Depth Charge is super dope. Now I'm excited to get an Aquaman story. Criminally undervalued character. I say it all the time. Like, it doesn't make any sense why that character doesn't have his own book. And I pick up all those goofy little miniseries they do and I end up loving the heck out of them. I just like Aquaman. That's why he hangs out on a seahorse behind me. Shout out the Storm. But I was excited for this one. I was a little less excited after I read issue 1. Didn't care for issue 1. And that's really a me thing, you know, because the content of issue 1 was focusing on chasing down the Captain Marvel family, Mary Marvel, Billy. And that just, the stuff going on with the Marvel family right now is just terrible for me. There's this dinosaur that's an auditor, and they focus so much on him, so much on this dinosaur, complaining about keeping things in order and signing papers and record keeping, that they think it's funny. Like, Mark Waid created this and they just ran with it. I don't know who has ever read it and said, thank you, DC, for the auditing dinosaur. I love dinosaurs. Big dinosaur fan. Can't stand that auditing dinosaur. Makes me want to drop the title completely. So when they did that and that, I'm like, oh, that's kind of a bummer, because I want to focus more on the Amazo than I do the characters that we get all the time. That's where this comes in. This one, you get characters, as you can see from the cover there. You see the Aqua characters as well as the Doom Patrol characters on there. So you get a lot of great characters, and a really, really a lot of cool stuff. Some unique stuff with this one. And this book really showcases not just how dangerous they are, but how capable these newer Amazo robots are. Highly suggest this one. It works as a one-shot that stands on its own. It works as a part 2 in a 7-issue story, because, again, every issue is kind of like a single issue kind of thing on its own. So you don't have to have read issue 1 for this. You don't have to buy issue 3 to continue the story. You can just buy this. So if you see any of these Task Force 7 books featuring like the characters that you might be interested in, pick it up, because it'll probably land. If you're enjoying Shazam, if you're enjoying the Amazo stuff, grab issue 1. If you like Aquaman, the Doom Patrol, and you want to know what's going on, grab this one and just see how it goes. So much like tie-ins for an event, like if there's a Superman tie-in and you're already reading Superman, you're going to love it. If you're not reading Superman and you grab the tie-in, it's going to be hit or miss. But so far, all the tie-ins have really serviced the event very well. You know, people say all the time, they complain about tie-ins being a waste. Like, why do we have 57 tie-ins when we don't need them? Well, so far, all these tie-ins have served a very good purpose. Pretty solid purpose, save for issue 1 of this. That one is, there are some clues in there about Amazo stuff if you're really, really in the weeds with the event, which I am for all these events. I love it. But I wouldn't say to a casual reader that you should pick it up. This one, though, to a casual reader, you'll love it. It's wicked fun. Wicked fun. David Reese, what is going on? Good to see you in here. There's a lot of great comic writers, but James Tynion really has his style that can make amazing television. Have they actually fully adapted anything yet? I know stuff gets optioned all the time, and that means little to nothing. But have they actually adopted any of his stuff into television yet? I know everyone's been expecting Something's Killing Children for years, but have we gotten Wind? Have we gotten Department of Truth? Anything? Because it does look like it's formatted really well to be easily adapted. It looks kind of like a James Patterson book is made to be adapted into a movie or something. That his books definitely seem that way. Green Lantern Dark sounds really cool. Yeah, I'm excited to go back to the Tangent world. Everything's dead. Green Lantern hasn't been seen for years, and Solomon Grundy's army grows. Can the holder of the green flame return and do anything about it? Sounds great. Give it to me now. Give it to me now. What is going on, bottom tier collector? Good to see you. Absolute Power has a bunch of killer covers. It does, and we're going to jump straight to the variant cover for this, which is included in the giveaway today for one lucky winner. That John Jang goodness right there. That's just a freaking awesome cover. This is an absolutely freaking awesome cover. I mean, I'm biased. I love John Jang stuff, but I need an Aquaman solo book too. And I'm going to tell you a spoiler, C-Bizzle. There's not even one in the solicitations still. What is going on, TJ? Good to see Flash by Night up in the chat. I'm late for a very important date. I see what you did there. Mark, that is why I dropped that Shazam book once Wade left. Yeah, that stupid dinosaur. Never thought I'd hear the day where I can't stand a dinosaur in something, but they managed to do it. What is going on, Dale of Suspense? Good to see you in here. Hello, hello. Throwing those custom emojis you get by hitting that join button. Amazo is fighting Wonder Woman. Amazo, not necessarily Amazo. And I guess that gets us to our next book on the list here in the Absolute Power tie-in stuff. That's going to be Green Arrow issue number 14. Green Arrow 14. So Amanda Waller has an Amazo army, but it's not Dr. Ivo's Amazos. He considers these Amazos to be an abomination or an abominazo. But they're dealing with an Amazo army that's a select augmented army that Amanda Waller has been putting together for years. What's up, homie?
We need new batteries.
Okay, I'll get him a little bit.
Light.
I'll give him a little bit. But yeah, these Amazos has the ability to absorb the meta abilities of anyone they're touching, shut down magic users. They've been well crafted for a long time, and that's why they're taking on the features of this way. Which way are you going? That's why they're taking on the features of the other superheroes. Why Depth Charge looked like Aquaman, why Rising Sun looked like Superman, why Paradise
Finn.
That is Finn. Why Paradise Lost looks like Wonder Woman. Boom. There we go. Yep. Where would it go? All right, Austin, take it easy. Take it easy. Let's see. So I just got on what we're talking. Task Force 1 through 6. No, Task Force 7. Let's see. What is going on? Burke Family 54 Comics in the chat. Just cleared my LCS out of all Jane covers. Heck yeah. Go on the other side, please. There's too much stuff over there, buddy.
But I'm not in the video.
Well, let me slide over for you. There you go. Better?
Yeah.
There
Can
we
I sit
go.
on your lap?
Yeah.
Because
Did your sister go to sleep?
No, she's in there watching TV, playing with Play-Doh.
Cool. She's not getting it on the carpet, is she?
She got it on like.
Just ask about the carpet.
No.
Okay. How many did you end up getting, J-Med? How many of each book did you get? There we go. Jane Gang emoji in there. Let's see. And then they hooked me up with a San Diego Comic-Con badge. Oh, nice. What? What? Just gave you a badge? That's crazy. We'll be having fun with that. Need to send my pull list to Paul and get him to send my box. I bet it's super full. That would be cool. Yeah, have you gave me your pull list for this week already? Yeah, Steve is a long-distance subscriber for ABX, the community's comic shop. For some reason, I just cannot connect much with Aquaman books.
Is that what they say?
Yeah, I'm pulling up the comments on here. They're watching on their phones or on their computers, and they can type, and it can pop up, and I can click on it. I think that's the case for a lot of people. I mean, Heroes' popularity come and go and ebb and flow.
How do they watch it now?
If they have their phone, just like when you watch YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Wait, can you pop it up on your phone? And then I look at that and this?
Yeah, but I make sure the volume's down. I can do that for you, buddy. Dude, sorry for the delay. See, there you go. Now watch, it'll be a delay, and then you'll look up and you'll wave as soon as you can put your hand down now. Watch, it'll catch up to you. See, there, smile, wave. See, good stuff. Yeah, but yeah, Aquaman stuff. The fact that they didn't lean into Aquaman stuff and like start pumping out like a book of some kind, a mini series, a 6-issue. We didn't get a Dawn of DC Aquaman, which all of those were slated for 6 issues. And if they sold, they would do more. But we got Hawk Girl and Doom Patrol and all this other stuff. But no, Aquaman is crazy to me. But they could have tested the waters then, pun intended, because the movie was around there and all that. And the movie performed a lot better than they expected it to. They expected it to be a massive tank, and it did really well. Aquaman does good worldwide. It was really good. Did you enjoy the Aquaman movie we went and saw?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me too. Lunch is over. We'll catch the rewind. All right, man. Have a good one. Gary said hi, Finn.
Hi, Gary.
Lisa said hi, Finn.
Hello.
Kyle said, hi, Finn.
I.
What powers are they getting from Green Arrow, LL? They're not. They're stealing meta abilities. Green Arrow and the Arrow family are not meta, so they're getting none. And Green Arrow's working for Amanda Waller. And that's really what this issue touches on is, Green Arrow's doing his thing, and he's with Waller. So where does that leave the Green Arrow family? And with the whole Blitzkrieg and the attack with them on the island, what is their next move? Are they going to rush to...
It needs to catch up.
Are they going to rush to find answers from Wally? Are they going to try to join in the fight? Are they going to be told to stand down? That's where this one really picks up and takes you from there. I'm really excited. We saw the last issue that Ollie's son Connor is going to be taking up the mantle of Green Arrow since Oliver's turned to the dark side. And, we have a great cast of characters in this book, and it's been stellar. This is the only book from the Dawn of DC initiative that switched from 6 issue to ongoing. Yeah. Becker said, hey, Finn.
Hi.
Vogue said, Finn.
Hey.
Yup. No, you got a badge. That's crazy. It's great to play with Play-Doh before it grows up and becomes work dough. Yeah, that's true. That's definitely true. Badged up. It would be hilarious if this comes back to bite Waller in the butt because the Amazos are all, taking on the personalities of heroes whose powers they keep taking. Yeah, that's what I pointed out on the DC Deep Dive that me and Sector do. Comes out every Monday. Sector's linked in the description. We go through all these books, full spoilers, all that good stuff, and keep up with all DC events as they come on. But if they're going to continue to take the abilities of heroes and they're all really... Yeah, and then on top of that, Queen Brainiac is kick-started using Sanctuary. That's the downfall built in. The downfall is built in. Joe said, hey, Finn. Aggressively relaxing said, hey, everyone. What is going on, AR? Stephen with the C is here. He said, afternoon, Legionnaires. Good stuff. So let's see where we are. Aquaman 2 was good. It was really fun. The Aquaman movie was visually appealing. Well, 70% of the world is water, so that's Aquaman's wheelhouse. Yeah. Dude, please stop with this thing. And let's see what the next one is. So those are 2 of the 3 absolute power books for the week. Now, the next one is the one that I was...
Do we have to get through all of them?
Yeah, you don't have to. The next one is the one that I was the most excited about upon hearing about it. But then I saw the
10 of them.
Then I saw the creator attached to it. And once I saw the creator attached to it, I'm like, oh no, we're in trouble. And that's with Absolute Power Origins. This is going to be our second mini-series that they introduced into this. And this one's only 3 issues, and it's focusing on Waller Year 1. So with Amanda Waller being the one behind all this, that set all this emotion, has been working on it for literal years, behind the scenes and in front of the scenes. If you read enough books, you would see that she'd been building this since Future State. But I guess they wanted to do a rehashing of her origins and kind of just show why she's motivated to do what she does, and then maybe expand on it a little, add something to it or take away. Oh, dude, thank you that I'm not the only one. Thank you. I hadn't even said his name yet. I don't think I did, but John Ridley. So I was... A piece of paper. I was so excited for this. Anybody that watches my channel knows that I love...
And I need 1 piece of tape.
Here, just take that with you.
Tape.
You don't get no tape. Y'all burned me out of tape already. So, John Ridley, I'm like, okay, so maybe it'll be okay. We'll see. It's just an origin book. We'll see what happens. And I got to tell you, this book made me so mad. It made me so mad. He didn't do any kind of character assassination. And I hate even use that term because it's such a co-opted term. But previously, John Ridley tried to tell us that Superman's deepest desire was just to be able to kill his enemies, which is crazy. He also told us that the Titans, through their most formative years, were just a bunch of racist idiots and didn't care about people who lived in other neighborhoods outside of their own. Absolutely crazy. And then John Ridley gets here. And his whole goal here is to explain why Amanda Waller hates metahumans. That's the entire goal of this. You're telling her origin. We all know what she's doing. So how does her origin influence her to act the way she's acting now. He destroyed the legacy of Black Panther. Wow. He's messing up at Marvel too. Ooh. What is going on, Pop? Good to see you in the chat, my guy. But so in here, like, I don't want to get into spoilers, but if you pick this book up, if you read this book, just remember when you're reading it, you're supposed to be trying to ask, why does she do what she does? Now, we all know that she lost a loved one. She blames the metahumans. So keep that in mind. When you're reading this, when she loses a loved one, who's to blame? When that person is blamed, what happens next? And how the hell does that turn into hating superheroes? None of it connects. And I was talking to Sector before I even went live. I'm like, yo, I think the vast majority of people that pick this book up and read it, which I don't know how many people will. I know ABX ordered heavy on it, but I don't know how many people that will. But if you pick it up and read it, I don't know how many people are even going to notice it because it's done so casually where he goes A, B, C, F. Like we just skip this, or there's no connecting. There's no reason behind it. It just blew my mind. Nothing reassures me more than seeing John Ridley's name on a book. You can guarantee what it'll be. You can definitely guarantee what it'll be. I'm going to be all in for all in. Absolutely. Me too. Ask Bruce Wayne. He definitely left a sour taste in Black Panther fans' mouth. He's also hurt fans' perception of the run after his. Yo, he's a terrible writer then. Like, he's capable of writing. Like, he knows how to structure a story. He knows how to deliver, but it's like he just, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Oh, that's super cool. Joe Becker, he's on here. Other way, that way, yep. She made a flag. What color are you going to color it? Because you can't leave it white. You're not French. Orange. That's a good color. I don't ask questions when I read. I'll wait to be spoon-fed answers. It's not even that. I don't even want to get into details or spoilers. I kind of do. Amanda Waller hates superpowers. Correct. But wait till you read this. She's supposed to hate superpowers. Then she does. She hates superpowers, but superpowers have nothing to do at all. Metas have nothing to do at all with the deaths that take place. And when the deaths that happen, how she gets to metas doesn't even make sense. Yeah, I was hoping you'd catch that. Yeah, we're not French. Batman blames Superman for the destruction in the movie. Yeah. That's because Superman was the one breaking buildings. Superman and Zod broke the buildings. That's why Batman blamed him. Yeah, but that's not how this goes. Not how this goes. Again, Sunday nights are for spoilers. If you want to know all the full details, hit the Sector 2815 link in there. We've already gone through everything up until this point. We'll be recording a video with these 3 titles this week as well. It uploads Monday at 10 a.m. And that's when we'll get all the spoilers. But I just don't want to do it. I cannot, in good faith, recommend anything John Ridley. I never will. But I will jump on the grenade. If it's not like an all-time personal GOAT character where I have expectations and I try not to have expectations and just have fun, that's perfectly fair. This ain't that. Like, I like Tom King, so I completely don't judge on that base. Let's do exciting new things with characters and all that, but that's not what John Ridley does. He just bastardizes characters and spits on everything that came before him. He has a fundamental lack of understanding for the books that he's working on to an offensive degree, which is a shame because he's such a qualified writer. I don't get it. Let's see what else is on the DC things here that I have readily available. Dark Ages is back. There we go. A quality book. Fantastic. And kind of goes with what you were just saying, bottom tier. This is taking a completely different perspective and approach at a very familiar character. This is inside of the universe. I guess it's like the Age universe. It's listed under Black Label. He Oh man, he might have been that guy. Good God, dude, that's crazy. That was, what was it, Teen Lantern run? I didn't even go with it, dude. That's crazy that you write a Green Lantern book that I'm not even going to continue with. That's how bad it was. And hopefully we're getting past that now. Yeah, dude, I'm a Green Lantern fan, and couldn't with that book. Couldn't do it. Philip Kennedy Johnson's doing an amazing job with War Journal, and Jeremy Adams doing an amazing job with Green Lantern proper, and they're moving it away from all that, but they're addressing it and working on it. And the story is all about the United Planets and where it's corrupt and it's being taken down right now. And then with John Stewart, he's still the builder. He still has like this immense ability and stuff that's I don't know. It's wild, dude. I highest of praises for both of those titles right now. Highest of praises for both of those. Bottom tier collector, please reach out to Comic Viking to collect your winning. Oh, nice. Congratulations. That GL was Jeffrey Thorne. Gross. He did terrible. Brian LCS, good to see you, homie. I hate that I missed you when you were able to come to ABX and do the little video and thing. That was really cool. Very cool. So Superman Space Age was a 3-issue oversize that they did. There were like 100 pages, no ads. It was phenomenal. It was so good. Mark Russell and Mike Allred, writer and artist, respectively, on that one as well. After that, they decided to do Batman Dark Age. It's pretty much its own universe, and it ended with Crisis. It was amazing. Preiew showed up and all that. So now we're getting to go back and see Batman from where he started. And in this issue, I think number 4 here, this is the introduction of his Rogues Gallery, where somebody putting on a costume and going out to fight crime inspires the villains to do the same thing. Beautiful art. I believe in this issue too, we're going to be getting the introduction of Robin. So I cannot wait to see how that goes. What is going on, Alan? Alan, how are you today, Alan? So let's see. I think at that point, because the other books I have on here were not DC, it looks like I'm going to have to switch on over to the League of Comic Geeks. I do enjoy this website. And like I told you, I ended up signing up for it so I can get it without ads. The ads got crazy on this thing. It's not even fun to be on their website with the amount of ads that pop up and stuff. It's nuts. Absolutely nuts. So let me share this screen up here. But who else is reading Dark Age? Did any of y'all read Superman Space Age? I cannot give that book enough high praise. Share screen. New this week. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Man, that's hard to see for me. All right, let's see. They're right there front and center. The first one we got on here. The Flash, issue number 11. So here we go. This is what I have not been looking forward to. Space Age was great. Yeah, dude, I completely agree. It was amazing. It was super duper amazing. But Flash issue number 11, Cy Spurrier. Back when they announced Jeremy Adams was leaving, that was like losing a loved one. Thankfully, he went over to Green Lantern, but still, he did so much great stuff for Flash. And we're at the point now where I don't even look forward to reading this. There'll be parts of an issue that stand out as it's pretty decent. But that's the best that it's done, is decent in a couple times. Cy Spurrier just talks too much. He's overly wordy. He just bogs down a book. For some reason, a book about the fastest characters that exist in the medium feels like you're walking through quicksand to read it. It's unnecessary. I'm keeping Batman and Robin since I found out that PKJ is writing. Yeah, he's jumping on during the All-In era, and that's when I will add the book. I read the first couple issues, and I'm like, yeah, this is decent, but I just don't need it. It was just adding more context to stuff that felt between the panels, kind of like Detective Comics. It's not outside of continuity, but it takes place between panels or between issues of other stuff. It was just a title I just didn't need. I love Simone DeMeo artwork. I can't remember who's jumping on Philip Kennedy Johnson to do the art, but thank you. That Flash book is so slow. It really is. That's the best way to describe it. It's just slow. And the solicitation reads: the Speed Force mystery deepens as Barry, Max, Mr. Terrific, and the Pilgrim, Jai, head into the Speed Force to uncover what really caused all the chaos around the world. Wally returns home, but is under the same mind control that seized Barry. Meanwhile, Linda finally meets the resident, the being Wally turned to while trapped in the gallery. And trapped in the gallery is such a weird solicitation, being that he stepped in and out of the gallery in last week's issue, that people were able just to find him in the gallery, which, for those that are wondering, they're introducing these vibrational frequency places. Like the existence is not only like multidimensional, but there's different places based on your speed frequency, different realities, levels of reality where different entities exist, almost like alien worlds that only like speedsters have this ability to get to if they know how to fine tune themselves. Wally has found like the nirvana, the equivalent of nirvana, and it's called the gallery. And he's just been missing. The Speed Force is causing all kinds of weird stuff happening all around the world. Flash family are having to react to it and this and that. Meanwhile, this character called the Pilgrim has been trying to work with, like, they're almost like time masters in a way, and they're trying to find ways to fix it and settle the Speed Force. Meanwhile, you find out that it's just Thrawn behind all of this stuff, but we haven't figured out how or why and what's going on with that. So I guess we're going to be getting to Thrawn in the race from home. But when it comes down to it, having said all that, it still feels like a big slice of who cares, because it's not enjoyable going down this ride. It's not fun. It's just weird. It's just weird. Cy Sperrier is one of those writers that, like, his style lends to Constantine. Put him on a Suicide Squad book. You know, like, if any of y'all are reading Get Fury that Garth Ennis is doing, he's kind of like that style writer. So why he would be on such a colorful costume, like Flash family kind of, that's where Flash is right now. You know, like, we need more of that hopeful, slightly quirky, fast paced. I don't mean less words or less story. I mean, like, your speedsters need to feel like they're moving fast. It's just weird. It's just weird. Ken says Batman Dark Age is really good. Bruce goes to Vietnam War and learns from his commanding officer Ra's al Ghul. Really good. Yeah, that was awesome. The whole League of Assassins was like a military rogue assassins group. That was super dope. Super dope. It's Black Label. Yeah, it's technically Elseworld. Anything that doesn't take place on Earth 0, which used to be called Earth Prime or Earth 1, anything that takes place off of that Earth is Elseworld by definition. But it's printed under Black Label. But now that we have Elseworld back, I bet when they collect it, put it into a collected trade paperback or something, we could expect to see an Elseworld label on it. They go back and retcon, not retcon, but they retcon, apply that label where need be, like Dark Knights of Steel All Winter that just dropped last week. Fantastic first issue. It's a Black Label title, but it was printed under Elseworld now that we have our Elseworld labels back. It's good stuff. Javier Fernandez is the artist with PKJ. That sounds massively familiar. Is he doing Flash? No, that was a Perez. Flash Red Light Fantastic Four book with all of that techno jargon. Yeah, they're trying to techno explain things that don't exist. So, like, you know, sometimes just call it a doohickey and move on. Just call it a doohickey. The original Pink Ranger Amy Jo Johnson will be at SDCC. Nice. Definitely worth getting the paperback for Batman Dark Ages. Yeah, and what do y'all think about the way they're printing this one? It's just as long as Superman Space Age, but they did that in 3 100-page issues. $9.99 a piece. With Batman Dark Ages, they're doing 6 48-page issues. So it's a format is a little, I think it's more inviting for readers, because I think people weren't quick to jump on a $10 price tag. But man, funny you say that about Cy Spear. I think Tom King, all he does is talk. Absolutely. Absolutely all he does is talk. I don't disagree with that. But he also brings you some of the most cinematic moments you'll see in comic books. Just look no further than what's happening to Wonder Woman right now. When Tom King's talking, in my opinion, it's adding context and character to the people you're with. In Cy Sperrier's Flash, when he's talking, all they're doing is talking about a humdinger or a doohickey or a nothing burger or MacGuffin. Yeah, so like Tom King is servicing his story while he's talking in more ways than one and moving the plot while doing it. Cy Sperrier has you waist deep in quicksand just to say, throw him a rope. You'll pretty much die in the quicksand before he gets around to saying, throw the guy a rope. But Tom King most certainly is verbose. He falls under what I was talking about with the those meaty reads like Nice House, where you can spend time in the book. You can read it more than once and catch different things. You don't just read the words, but you look at who's saying it and who they're saying it to. Just so much more to him. I would put Tom King and JT4 in the same boat as wordy but really good writers, because Nice House by the Sea, #1, is extremely wordy, and I felt like I could have gone for more words. You could have given me more words, and I still would have been happy. And that's how I feel about most TK stories. TK is awesome. Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, and Human Target are amazing examples. Exactly. Those are great. Because just think, Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow is extremely wordy, but just think of the moments. Like there's so many hell yeah moments in that. When she gets hit with the arrows, when Comet comes to rescue him, like there's so many. And then like the subtlety of the peaceful resolution at the end. You're like, damn. That's good stuff. I was mainly a reader of Marvel comics since I was a kid in the 70s, but since watching this show, I have been more and more excited to read more DC comics than I ever have done before. Dude, that's awesome. Yeah, I love Marvel comics too. I love Marvel comic characters. Ghost Rider and Hulk will always be on my pull list, but right now the books just aren't. They don't get me as excited. You know, like I don't have a bias toward the company. I have a bias toward quality stories for my taste, and that's just where it's at right now. DC's firing on all cylinders. I'm loving Wonder Woman. I couldn't get with the new Constantine. I couldn't either. I dropped it. I think you bought my copy, Trev. Didn't you buy my copy? I thought I saw you post it. Because I put my copy of the new Constantine up for sale. Everything I put up for sale, if I read it, don't like it, pretty much sell it for $1 kind of thing. And I put it all up on Pop's Attic. The link is in the description as well. You won't find better prices anywhere if we're selling books. We're priced to move. Not a fan of Dedato's rendition of Flash. The background of the cover is excellent, but there's something off with his Flash. I think that it's not necessarily him. It's the design of Wally's mask. It's just that straight line across it. It comes off a little weird. It's also a great adaptation of True Grit, absolutely. And that's what he said. He's like, I'm going to do a True Grit inspired story. It worked out great. Rooster. Marvel Comics Stingray and Jack of Hearts are always on my pull list. Nice. My intro to Tom King was Rorschach. I picked up Danger Street because the characters used made me wonder if TK can do his noir stories that drag. So Rorschach was hit or miss for people because I think like timing too with that Watchmen show. They were wanting a grand story, and it was such a personal story. So such an odd story to do. Well done, but just odd topic for a Rorschach story. Danger Street is probably my least favorite Tom King 12-issue story, but also love the characters. The ride was fun. It didn't have that big kicker at the end that makes an epic payoff. Seeing Highfather and Darkseid come together like they did was something I'd never seen before and was epic. Watching the Assassin and Manhunter have a whole issue fight in issue 10 was amazing as well, but it just missed that little X factor that typically puts his stories over the top. You know, most of the time you read his maxi series knowing that you're taking me down the rabbit hole, throwing me breadcrumbs, and then when I piece it all together, you knock my legs out from under me and present me with what I never saw the whole time. And it just missed that format. Who puts them up for sale? All right, so I take my copies on Pop's Attic puts them up for sale. He's doing the legwork. Link in the description. I am just getting the notification about you being live like 3 minutes ago. Yeah, dude, notifications are wonky. What is going on, Tom? Good to see you. I thought I was the only one who thought the Flash mask was weird looking. Nah, they just need to go back and let his hair out. You remember like the what was it, like the Rebirth era? You know, he's red instead of gold lining. He has silver. He still has his red hair out the top. It's that simple. Wally should have his hair out. Putting the silver instead of the gold makes it definitive. Like Barry has a cool cut around his mask on the face. Wally's just give me a square and slap a square. It's just, I don't know, man. They've done a lot to service the character of Wally to get him back to where he needs to be. Like he's in a good place right now, continuity-wise and story-wise, but there's little things like that aren't a big deal. New issue of Harley Quinn comes out this week. The next issue of Zatanna Bringing Down the House comes out this week, also under Black Label. I meant to check that one out digital. Batman Brave and the Bold, Joshua Williamson, Simone Mayo, issue number 15 is out this week. We checked out Task Force 7, Origins, Dark Age, Nice House. Man, this was a huge week, not just for DC, but man, it's a huge week overall. Makes it easier. Let me filter this bad boy. Power Girl issue number 11. I'm surprised that one's going for so long as it did, but I'm also still surprised that Poison Ivy is still going as far as it has. But I think these lovely lady covers, they done broke the Dynamite format. They saw where Dynamite Comics self-sustained on making Red Sonja and Deja Thoris and Vampirella for years. They didn't even have to. I don't even think there's anything inside those books. They kept their company afloat just selling those, and now they're putting out some killer stuff like Space Ghost and what is it, Dick Tracy's Mad Cave. So yeah, there's just, you see these companies. Oh yeah, Thundercats. That's another huge hit for them right now. But I think the DC's capping on that too with like putting out Poison Ivy, but I've heard it's a solid story, but they put out tons of killer covers that I'm sure are selling well. And Power Girl has always been visually a fan favorite. It's not everybody's favorite Supergirl, but Supergirl of Earth 2. Yeah, that's my bad on the notifications, though. I'd set the stream on. I was working overtime trying to play catch up from vacation. I had the stream set for the wrong day, adjusted it at the very end. Happy to finally get a set of Kingdom Come, and we'll get to read it for the first time. Whoa! The greatest comic story ever written, Kingdom Come, my all-time favorite. You're going to have to let me know what you think. And that story works best like Watchmen. Like Watchmen is one of the greatest stories ever written, but it doesn't work as your first comic. You can't read that as your first comic. You have to get an experience of the medium and everything. With Kingdom Come, you really have to have an idea of where these characters stand morally. Like, you know where Superman comes from, you know where Wonder Woman comes from, Batman, and the more stuff like that, you know, the more Kingdom Come works, because that's what it's really about. Jenny Frizen back on Ivy. There we go. Did anyone catch the Joker 2 trailer? Absolutely. It looked phenomenal. So that's it for the books this week. Let me take this down. Stop sharing. But yeah, the Joker trailer looked great in my opinion. Unique, original. I enjoyed the hell out of the first one. I liked it a whole lot. I'm excited about the musical aspect to it. I know a lot of people were very worried about that, seeing what they're doing. Like going from the first one, because you got to remember the first one had a lot of musical elements to it as well. There's numerous times where we were just in Arthur's head while he was hearing music and he was just dancing and moving to it. Numerous times like that. Now, what does it look like if he's not alone now? If he has a more optimistic look on his life because of Harley, and you give him those same delusional moments, that's what we could be getting here. I think it's going to be dope. I agree with that. Dope Comics says about Dynamite, they just make big titty books. Yeah. There's not even a story. It's just a cover. It's just white pages on the inside. How's that website that you're what is that website? That's League of Comic Geeks. Yeah, Kingdom Come Fire. Welcome to the 1990s. Enjoy that Kingdom Come story, guy. You're gonna love it, Gary. You're gonna love it. Yeah, the Joker trailer looks cool. They don't overdo it either. It felt like the first trailer, just with a little bit more scenes in that sense. It doesn't look like they're playing out the plot of the movie, which I think is going to be very abstract to begin with. Very abstract. But I guess we're at the hour mark, so we can start dropping that hashtag in the chat. If y'all got anything else you want to chat about, feel free to drop it in there as well. It is the best day of the week. I couldn't agree more. I'm super jealous of my buddy Flo here. He just went to the America of America, aka Florida, and went to the Disney place and was able to enter the grid and go into the Tron attraction. I absolutely love the Tron franchise so much. Excited for that new movie coming. And yeah, he was able to do that. He shot me some videos from it, so I was excited. I appreciate him doing that. I'm ready for him to go to the Avatar exhibit next. There should be some videos. Nice shirt. Big reveal for Junkyard Joe coming. There is. He should be entering the fray here pretty soon. We saw that he's on his way in Geiger issue number 3. Hashtag save Barney. Also, very important to point out, big Ghost Machine week this week. Not only does Rook Exodus Volume 2 release tomorrow, Rook Exodus Volume 2 will be dropping. It should have that in here. Let's see. Boom. Boom. Rook Exodus issue number 4 will be on shelves tomorrow. which is fantastic news. But a little known Ghost Machine story came out before it was called Ghost Machine. Everyone knows Geiger came out. Everyone knows Junkyard Joe came out for 6 issues. You had the 80-page giant and then the announcement of Ghost Machine. But Image Comics celebrated 30 years and did a 12-issue anthology book where Jeff Johns and Andrea Moody, the artist, did a story. So there's 8-10 pages in each issue. And if you get all 12 issues, you get the complete story. It's called The Blizzard. Very unique, very original. I don't want to say what it might be or it might not be tied to something. It could stand on its own. It could influence other stuff that's in Ghost Machine. But not a lot of people knew that. Not a lot of people got that are Ghost Machine people. This week on your shelves, that story is collected in its own single edition called The Blizzard. It's like Tales of Ghost Machine or something like that. The Blizzard. So check your shelves, not just your floppies, but go to the trade paperback section. Ask the store owners or the store employees, where's the Blizzard? I need it. You got to get it. Heavily recommend that. If you like horror stuff, it's fantastic. If you like the unnamed universe, you got to have it. Gots to. Yeah, absolutely. That was one of my absolute go-to when Pops and Mom would take us to Blockbuster and stuff. We'd go on Saturday because they didn't want to get out on Friday night. So obviously when you get there on Saturday, all the new releases are checked out. So me and my brother would just go back to the old faithfuls. We got Tron a lot. Rook is amazing. Absolutely. But yeah, I love Tron Legacy as well. The soundtrack I still rock. Yeah, there's good stuff. It's really good stuff. What else is in here? There we go. The way Flash is going with all the explaining crap no one asks for is like someone asking you if you know row your boat. Yeah, that's actually pretty accurate. That's very accurate. No chat about Deadpool or that's really not. The movie's not out. But I will let y'all know that Sunday, with Deadpool coming out, going to the IMAX Thursday to see it with the wife, taking Pop with us. So Sunday night at Weeks In, whenever a big movie releases, my Sunday night live stream at 8:30 is the spoiler stream where I talk and review all the books we talk about here. We go through the stories, the highs, lows, all that stuff. We talk about the news for the week, review shows that are out, like House of Dragon, Acolyte wrapped up. Superman final season is coming. Batman the Caped Crusader series is about to start next month. So whatever relevant shows are out, we talk about those week by week. And whenever a big movie comes out, I invite some extra guests on to come and just talk full spoilers on the movie. So if you see Deadpool between now and Sunday night, be sure to be here and we'll be going live for a full spoiler discussion and all that good stuff. Looking forward to it. The swan song for the 20th Century Fox stuff. I don't have a lot of hope for what comes after this movie. I don't have a lot of hope at all for what comes after this movie. I'm going to keep trying. I'm excited for the Captain America movie. I like the Falcon. I like Anthony Mackie as the Falcon. He crushes that role. So getting Red Hulk in there looks exciting. There's some stuff to be excited about for it. It's only cost them $360 million to make. So like by that standard, it should be like the greatest movie ever made outside of Avatar, right? Right. All right, let's see what we got here. We got that collecting hashtags. We got 34 people entered, 28 people watching. Watching Thursday, maybe on the road Sunday. Perfect. You can listen while you ride. Boom, 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 boom. 4 more times. That just seems excessive. I hope it's that good. I saw Avatar 3 times in the first week it was out. Avatar 2 3 times in the first week it was out. There's not too many movies I go see multiple times, but me and the wife went and saw it and thought it was okay, so we took the kids to see it. And then I went and watched it with my oldest. Yeah, I agree. Anthony Mackie's fantastic. Deadpool profits will cover the Cap movie. I don't know. We'll see. R-rated, and a lot of people have just like lost favor with Disney. They're hoping for this to be their $1 billion movie. It can do it. It definitely can, but I would not be surprised if this is like an $800 million to $900 million movie. We'll see. We shall see. the very popular website that people use in place of going to the movie theater got taken down this past week as well. So that might help the theater run a little bit. I want to see theaters do well more than anything. I want to see them make it. It makes me sad to see them in a bad state of affairs. Let's see. These are the giveaway books that you are putting in that hashtag for a chance to win. Green Arrow issue number 14, John Jang variant. Task Force 7 issue number 2, John Jang variant. And Nice House by the Sea issue number 1, the B cover. I forget who the artist was on that, but letters in it done by the always phenomenal friend of the channel, community member Justin Birch. So make sure you drop that hashtag. This is going to be free shipping to anywhere in the U.S. If you are outside of the U.S., you are more than happy to contact me. I will cover a shipping credit, which would be the amount that it would be if it stayed in the States, and you can cover the difference, or you can prize tag somebody in the chat. Let's see here. I'll get all the little extra stuff. Isha, CDW being 750 million plus, it doesn't have the advantage of being accessible to everyone. That's true. The Joker R-rated drama did over $1 billion, so we'll see. Deadpool's a pretty popular character. We'll see what happens. Gonna have to see what happens on that. I wouldn't be surprised, but let's see. We got a member milestone chat. Brother John's Comics. What is going on? 27-month strong channel member. I appreciate that. And that's a reminder. Good God, it's already the 23rd of this month. I did that epic Deadpool giveaway for the channel members last month. I gave away New Mutants 98 with his first appearance of Weapon X, original Deadpool art by a Deadpool artist, signed, remarked, and chiseled premium Hot Wheels Deadpool scooter by Rob Liefeld, tons of other stuff. So I went big for the Deadpool thing. So I went on vacation, haven't prepped anything for the channel member giveaway for this month yet, but I need to get on that because the first Sunday of every month is when I draw for the channel member giveaway. So not this Sunday, the 28th, but August 4th will be the next channel member giveaway. We got 2-month member milestone from C Bizzle, 2 months and ongoing. Should be an easy number to hit for number 3. I'm saying it goes over $1 billion. That's true. Transformers 3 did over $1 billion. Over $1 billion. I think Adventurous Joe is going to get it halfway there on his own. Yep, the winner of all the Deadpool goodies was one lucky SOB. Yes, Circumstances won it. Marcus. Hey, old Circumstances. He'll be live tonight. All right. Is this all the stuff? What's all the stuff? I had a bag of stuff. I'm so unorganized today. Unorganized. Let's see. Get one of these things. There we go. Man, we might be out of the all the free comic book day swag that might have made it through all of it finally. Oh, found one. Cool. There we go. Got some extra swag now. Stephen with the C, member for 33 months. A1 from day one. Stephen with the C has been rocking with me since not just the channel membership started, but since I started my channel. I appreciate this guy so much. He even met John Jank numerous times now, but one of the times he got a book remarked We Are Legion and sent it to me. That was absolutely awesome. It was an issue of Ha Ha. Appreciate you, homie. All right, let's get ready to spin this thing again. Free shipping in the U.S. If you're outside of the U.S., you can reach out to me if you want to pay shipping, or just prize tag someone in the chat or say spin it again. If you're a channel member, it's free shipping worldwide. And here we go. Good luck to everybody in the chat. Thank you all for coming and hanging out. And the winner is Tom. Fantastic. Tom's got some good luck on this stream. All right, so let's see. We got the posters, the cards, the bookmarks, the Comics Curing Cancer magnet. Be sure to check out Comics Curing Cancer on Instagram and all that. We're getting awfully close to it. What's up, baby girl?
Can I pick one of these?
Oh, you want to do the card pick? The ABX sticker, the free comic book day sticker. Leave those here. All right. Remember, no looking. You gotta get.
I'm gonna get a go.
You don't get to pick which one. It's just no looking.
Why?
Because that's how it goes. That's how it goes. One. All right, get two more. Get two more. Get 2 more. One more. Don't peek. Don't peek. No peeking. All right. So let's see.
There one go.
Let's see which cards Monkey picked out for you. First up, the original Blue Beetle from the Golden Age. Very awesome. Golden Age Blue Beetle there, Dan Garrett. Next up, boom, Psycho Pirate. I just got done watching Crisis issue number Crisis 3, and he played a big part in all that.
Is this the girl?
And you did get a girl. You got Vixen. Very cool with her animal powers.
Does she control cats?
She has the power of any animal she calls on. All right, Monkey, you got to pick him out. A bookmark. You can't see what's on them, but just pick one, and then you can look at what's on the front. You want that one? All right. Rightfully so. After this one, you got Aquaman bookmark. All right, pick one of these. Let's go.
Can we look at these ones?
Nope, no peeking. You want purple? All right, purple, which is the Teen Titans poster.
My favorite color.
You got Monkey's favorite color.
Is this the front?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hold on.
Back?
Yep. And look, you know who that is. Who's that?
I forgot the name. I know who it is, but I just forgot it.
Joe said, "Hi, Monkey." Gary said, "Hi, Monkey." Lisa said, "Hey, Monkey, great pulls on the card." She said you picked some good cards. Kyle said, "Hey, Monkey, I need to watch the Crisis animated series and compare it to the source material." No, don't do that. Don't do that. I've read the master reading order for Crisis on Infinite Earths. Yeah, it's not an adaptation. It's just inspired. It's just inspired.
They're my favorite colors.
Yeah. All right, Tom, I'll shoot you a message on Facebook and all that good stuff. And yeah, I appreciate everybody coming, hanging out, and watching. It feels good to be back. Thank you guys so much. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit that join button. Consider joining the channel membership. Get in on the action. And I'll try to piece together all the stuff for this month's channel member giveaway.
Can I have another pup?
Yeah, and get all that posted in the next coming days.
Can I see which one I want?
So thank you again. Sunday night Deadpool stream. Be there. Be there. It'll be the place to be. It'll be really fun. Until next time, as always, we are Legion.